our model, what we do ultimately is 150 people who know you, who like you, who trust you. Those three things. Now, they're individual. They know you. There's a lot of people who know you that may not like you.
Mhm.
There's people who know you that may like you, but not actually trust you.
Okay.
When you can get those three together, they know you, they like you, and they trust you. When you put those three together and you have 150 of those people, it takes about 24 to 36 months of constant communication to them through what we call is complete communications, through a newsletter, through a postcard, social media posts, and constantly communicating to them, to 150 people for 24 to 36 months of people who know you, like you, and trust you, yields a 20% return, which is 30 transactions.
Wow.
Now, I imagine most of you have not taken 150 people and really looked at each one of them and said, do they know me? Do they like me? Do they trust me?
Okay.
And are they receiving something from me 2 to 3 times a week, every week, consistently and predictably for 24 to 36 months? If we do that, we get a 20% return. And then over 5 years, if you do that over 5 years, you could look at a 30% return.
Wow.
But it's 150 people locally who know you, like you, and trust you. And that becomes like the number one initiative in business, is to build your tribe, the people who know you, like you, and trust you. And if I followed you around for 90 days, I would see that 150 people. And that's everyone who cuts your hair, to the person who is your landscaper, to all your past clients, friends, and people who've done business with you in the past. And if you've lived geographically in an area for more than 10 years, if you don't know 150 people, we want to start to develop some more extroversion skills, how to be more out there in the community so you can acquire 150 people. Because the magic is 150 people who know you, know what you do, respect you, like you. You have a pleasing personality. I mean, you guys, you know what I'm talking about. You've met a lot of agents in this business that don't have pleasing personalities. And they're forced to advertise and market all the time because nobody introduces them, because they're not referable. And so one of the qualities that makes our model really work is if you're a referable human being, if you're trustworthy, if you're likable, if you're agreeable, if you're an expert in if you really understand and have the nuances of real estate, you really love the business, and you're humble and you're honest. And if you have those qualities that people want to introduce other people to, then we're just focusing on strategically and very methodically, one person at a time, 150 people. Takes about 3 years to do that, 36 months to do that. And that should be yielding you 20%. After 3 years, I've got enough data and research that says if you have those qualities, 5 years later, 150 people, keep on pruning that list, keep on removing people from that list that are not qualified any longer and replacing with it, and keep the focus on your top 150, you're going to build a pretty cool business. And I just love that model, because you can look back, if you've done this methodically, you can look back and business actually becomes more enjoyable the longer you're at it. And I really have found a lot of people who have been in business a long time who don't do this are actually struggling more now today, because they don't have the algorithms. They don't know how to use, all the technology that you have to use in order to go after new people, like people who don't know you, and all that advertising and marketing. So that's our model.